Hi everybody, my love affair with Trader Joe's riced cauliflower. Yummy, yummy. How are you today? My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on Facebook and YouTube. And it's already been a pretty cool day. I had, I guess what the old me would say was a bad dream last night, but I think upon reflection, it was really a great dream, giving me some direction in my spiritual growth. So I'm really kind of excited about that. Anyway, so I'm in Trader Joe's yesterday, obviously, and I secure 2 more bags of the rice and the riced cauliflower. And the man was pretty cool, as a lot of them are. They really allow their personalities there, and it's fun to go. And he says, "Let me see." He looks at his watch. He goes, "Let me see. It's 10 a.m. and there were still 2 bags left?" And I laughed. And he said, "No, really." And I said, "What? What?" And he goes, "We're only allowed to order 2 cases of riced cauliflower per day." That, I guess, is a Trader Joe ordering kind of rule. And so this is a smaller Trader Joe's here on the Cape, a very small one. And so we're not going to get hit like these other big, especially the urban ones. And so he said that he has a sister in Long Island. It doesn't even last from the doors opening. It's like crazy. And so, and so she's been imploring him to talk to the manager at that Trader Joe's on Long Island to secure a case just for her, because it's just turned into this panic event for her. So if you haven't tried the riced cauliflower, it's a savior for me, because I'm a low carb person. Let me see, 1/3 of a cup. No, 3/4 of a cup. 20 calories. Hello. And when you do 3/4 of a cup of this, there's no air, right? Because it's riced. And carbs are 4, and fiber is 2, and sugar is 2. And so I made my pork fried rice with it. Came out delicious. It doesn't get like soggy and, mushy. It like stays that way. It's not like mashed potatoes when you cook it. There is a hardened part to it. I wouldn't overcook it anyway, but that continues with it. Maybe this is why it's so excellent. And I've put it in my turkey and chicken soups to serve as like turkey and what used to be rice soup. And I've put it in my bowl of veggies when I have my great big fiesta bowl of veggies, to kind of fill in, all around it, and for bulk and low carb, low calorie, high fiber. I mean, what's not to love about it? So anyway, that is my riced cauliflower. So anyway, okay, so a lot of people are kind of getting into trouble with the low carb, high fat. I'm seeing it on websites with the low carb, high fat, that they're gaining and gaining. And, we're back to calories do count, of course. And so it makes me tweak and look at my tracker every day with a different set of lenses, because carbs, I think, for both Weight Watchers doing Smart Points and us doing low carb, high fat, that carbs do matter for both of us. And so even though fruits and veggies are free with Weight Watchers, you need to be probably careful about all those extra carbs, especially the ones with the fruits. And so I am not having my berries today. I am having my baked potato, and I'm going to chill it, because Abel James, Fat Burning Man, says that he and others also say that chilling the starchy veggie, when you take it back out after it's been chilled, the resistant starch is there, and so the carbs get cut in half that affect your body, because the other half become resistant starch, which your digestion loves, by the way. So I'm going to have that, maybe a Yukon, maybe an Idaho Greg Shops for the potatoes today. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So that being said, somebody came up to me today after my other meeting and was talking to me about this, and she did Ideal Protein. Is that the name of it? A very expensive drink go-to type of place where you pay a lot of money to lose the weight. And she lost 80 pounds with them, but 30 have found their way back, and she's not happy with that at all. And of course, as we know, with our weight loss, once you reach your goal, sister, you got to do it. You got to keep doing it. It's not like it's, there's a guarantee that if you gain your weight back, they'll give you your money back. And no, getting the weight back is the worst part, right? And so from my 3 to 5 pounds this winter, I do not want it to turn into 30 pounds. And so I'm really going to pay attention to my carbs. Sometimes it takes somebody just saying something. She said, well, aren't you eating a lot of carbs? When I said I have a lot of vegetables. And I said, well, yeah. But that being said, I'm going to be consciously aware as I go into this week. Actually, I started a couple of days ago when I put in my tracker for my 3 days off, which were Thursday, Friday, and today, Saturday. And so I am going to be much more conscious and conscientious about choices. And slurp, slurp. That being said, I did have my fathead pizza last night. And I did not have 2 pieces of it like I usually do. I had 1.5 with a salad with 1 tablespoon of Evu. And it was okay. And I think the next time I have my fathead pizza, I will have 1 slice. And I'm finding that it is filling enough, and that I was allowing my addict to have that second slice, and maybe last night having that half a slice extra. I can do it with 1 slice. And so I can freeze the 2.5 slices that are left, because those will be other meals. And so that's kind of cool. And I also made the commitment to only have the fathead pizza every 3 or 4 weeks. It has almond meal, and that's, it's not a grain. It's from the nut flour, so that's okay, but it's still, it's the mental hunger, mental head visual thing, and I do love my pizza, so I need to not make it become a triggering, craving sort of event, and just as much of a treat as the pork fried rice is with the cauliflower rice. And so it's just learning as you go. And I have my own, of course, bunch of recipes that I rely on, that I kind of tell you about. I mean, they're simple, that's for sure. And so when I have them, I can feel it. It makes a difference. I tweak them. And so my goal for this week is less carbohydrates, even the good ones, in my food plan, just for the week, just to see how it goes. And, we all experiment with ourselves. I mean, maintenance is more than just same old, putting it in the tracker, because that's for me, that'll mean a little bit of boredom. I do well with standard things, but then when it comes to tweaking other things, like my recipes that might have more vegetables than it needs, and I'm looking for more low carb, high fat, and so yeah. So anyway, it's just maybe more eggs. That's what I figure. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. We're just learning as we go. Any of you tweaking your food plans this weekend for the week, maybe to see what works, what doesn't, paying wicked good attention to when your hunger alarms go off in your belly versus your head. Those hunger alarms, that's what I'm going to name this video, hunger alarms in the belly versus the head. And carbs may satisfy it, but do they show up on the scale still? So, and only you can figure out if that's true for you, right? Just like for me, I mean, it's only we can do what we're doing and see how it's working. I have one friend who's signed up for a personal trainer, and she wants to lose the weight, and so that will be kind of her choice. And the woman that came to me that had gained the weight, by the way, I told her that probably Weight Watchers is a good place to get that structure back. Because if you're doing loosey-goosey food, the structure and the discipline of the Weight Watcher program is really a good place to get that back. And I'm sure that every single one of you listening to this agrees. There's just something about it. They've done years and years and years of work. And sure, they tweak their points programs, which initially screws up the members. But for long-term results, yeah, Weight Watchers and their tracker are the ones that work. The one that I'm doing with the low carb, high fat has much more, and I'm doing it with my Lose It tracker. There's much more, I don't know, there's just, you don't feel as structured. You have to be super structured yourself and super disciplined yourself. And even though there's lots of guides and help out there on all the low carb, high fat, or keto websites, yeah, Weight Watchers is it. If you're lacking that structure and discipline initially, and you can have low carb, high fat with that program because you can still choose your food, it just becomes really, really a lot of work to figure it all out. And is it worth it? Absolutely. So that's my 2 cents on my cauliflower rice and my Trader Joe's story and my Weight Watcher story and my low carb, high fat, and just doing it, paying attention to your tracker, weighing and measuring every day, every meal. And then you get to weigh yourself. And if you're allergic to your scale, if your scale is not your friend, if it's a frenemy, then do what my friend had her husband do, hide the scale. Just rely on the Weight Watcher weigh-in. It takes a lot of the head stuff away. It does. It's gone. There you go. Can't have it. That's how I feel about grains. They're gone. Can't have it. Plan B. Plan B is now Plan A. But it's good. Instead of thinking that I can eat grains in safety, no, I can't. I proved that. I'm 65. I've proved that for 64 and a half years. Any more proof needed? I don't think so. Well, enjoy your days. This has been fun. This is Sarah. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.